The first black female CEO in the NBA. Her resume, a history of barriers she's broken. The first black senior class president at her high school. The first black cheerleader at UC Berkeley. The first black member of Delta Gamma at the university. And then the first black female CEO in the NBA at the age of 58.
I just started crying. And our CFO, John Stevens, is standing there, and he goes, "Cynt, what's wrong?" And I said, "You know, my daddy told us that we were going to be hookers on the street. And I told my mom I'm going to make my money on Wall Street." I said, "Oh my goodness, I'm on Wall Street."
I come up from the dirt, now I'm in Dallas ballin' like dirt. Running around spreading rumors, telling lies. After a while you get hit in your mouth. 10,000 all 100 small waist stuff down in my Louis V pouch. After a while they gon' have to pay me at least 50K to come stand on their couch.
I finally get this call, 25 years into it, to be an officer. And I said, "An officer of the corporation?" I mean, I knew what it was. I was already in a big VP job at my San Francisco office down on New Montgomery Street. And so I was already doing great. My husband is in the background, and he's smiling. And I said, "Okay." And she says, "Okay, so let me give you some advice. Let me tell you some things that I want." And she said, "I just left a magazine on your desk, so when you get back to work, you'll see a magazine." She said, I think it was a Black Enterprise magazine. She said, "There are all these black people on the cover. They're wearing white, and the ladies have short hair, so I think you will look great in white, and I think you will look great in a short haircut." And she starts describing this haircut. And I'm thinking, what does this have to do with the job? But she, in her mind, was coaching me and giving me some, ideas on how to step into this officer role. Then she said, "And you're going to have to change your name. You can't be Cynt. No Cynt. You have to be Cindy or Cynthia, because nobody knows what a Cynt is. Nobody ever heard of that."
Wow.
Well, I heard of it. I've been Cynt my whole life. And so then she said, "And people are in your office all the time because that's a place where people just want to come. They feel like they can talk to you and all that. You're going to have to stop talking to all these people." And so and then of course what she wanted me to wear. So she literally just started giving me this whole picture that was not me. Now, coaching is one thing, because we're all, we all need to be coached. Because sometimes you're in environments that are new, the culture is new, all that. You need to know how to show up. But then when you start talking like this, it's getting kind of crazy. But here's where it kind of went over the edge. She says, "And you have to stop using the word blessed. You have to use the word lucky." I said, "Well, what if I don't think I'm lucky?" And she says, I said, "What if I don't think I'm lucky? Did I think I'm blessed?" She goes, No. No churchy kind of words. You can't do any of that."
Wow.
And that's when I said, "Okay, so here's what we're going to do." I said, "I need you to help me figure out how to tell the company no, that I'm not going to accept this officer promotion, because my sense is you are fundamentally trying to change who I am." And you know what? When my first week in the company, I had a boss who made me get rid of my red shoes and my braids. And I came home and had to stay up all night with my family taking down my braids. And here it is some 19, 20 years later, and this is still going on. But the difference is I'm a different person. And so I'm not going to accept this. And so she helped me come up with the words, because my biggest concern is I don't want to lose my current job. Like, I got a big job, and I'm doing great. I'm taking care of my family. So I don't want to lose my current job, but I'm not going to accept this because you're asking me to be somebody else. So she came up with the words. And so she said, "Okay, I agree with you," because I guess I wasn't sophisticated enough or something. I don't know. And so, but pretty much that's what she was saying. And so that's where I left it. And then a few minutes later, her boss called me, and then the chairman of AT&T, Ed Whitaker, called me. And he started off, he said, "Cynt," and he put the emphasis on the T. And he said, "Girl, let's start this all over again. I heard what happened." And he went and described me to a T. And he said, "That is the person who we just promoted to be an officer. That is the person who we want to walk in the doors tomorrow. You don't need to change a thing." He said, "Will you accept the offer to be an officer of this corporation?" And I said, "Absolutely." His words actually made me finally say, I can be who I am. I can tell stories that normally I wouldn't tell. I can open up and be exactly who I am, and that actually has served me well since then.
As we proceed